by pressing on this statistic tab. And there are actually two nested wheel pages for the Malaysia and the global COVID-19 statistic. So currently we are in the Malaysia statistic page, and the daily update summary is displayed at the very beginning. And then the user can also view the weekly statistic of it in a line chart, and a user can zoom in and out of the graph to view the statistic information. Lastly, a sorted horizontal bar chart is also displayed to show the new cases by Malaysia state comparison, and the user can choose to display in ascending or descending order by pressing on this icon. Apart from that, the global COVID-19 statistic is also provided for the user. So in the global COVID-19 global statistic page, the same structure of the daily update summary is displayed at the beginning, and a horizontal bar chart is displayed to show the new cases by country with the sorting function as well. And lastly, the user can also view the weekly statistic of different countries by choosing from this drop-down menu. Let's say if I want to choose, if I want to see the weekly statistic of the Singapore, and you can see that the information has been fetched from the API and displayed on this line chart. And user can also play around with the chart. And lastly, the user can view the frequently asked question regarding the COVID-19 in this view page. And besides, all the questions here can also be expanded or collapsed by pressing on that particular question like this. So apart from the information center module, a user can also view all the historical notification by simply pressing on this top right icon. And then after pressing it, you can see these are the historical notification. And this notification are actually pushed from the admin module, admin side, which we have implemented a panel for admin to push the latest news notification to the user conveniently. So admin can actually log into his account like this. Then once logged in, the admin can actually can actually push the notification by simply typing on this the notification title and the body. Let's say if I want to push a notification of demo, and then press on this push now button. And then here we have another emulator. You can see both are receiving the push notification, and the notification has been updated in the notification history on the bottom section of this admin panel. And that's all for my part. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Ying Yi. Now I will continue the demonstration. Once the user has successfully logged into the system, then they will navigate to the first page, which is the home fragment. First, at the top right corner, there is a notification icon, which user can view all the notification published by the admin. User can click on it to view the notification list. Each of the notification will have the title and description. Next, there is also a emergency call button that allow user to make a phone call for reporting purpose. When user click on the button, then the dialer will show with the default emergency number. User can decide whether to make the call or not. Below, there's a green card view that shows the current risk status of the user. Below that, there are 6 card views, and each indicates a shortcut to access the important function directly from the home fragment. For example, when I click on statistic, it will go to statistic fragment directly. Below the main function, there is a statistic section that shows the COVID-19 statistic in Malaysia through accessing the API. User can also click on it to access the statistic fragment as well. At the bottom, there's a check-in history button that allows users to view their check-in history. By default, the empty layout will show if there is no any check-in history. Otherwise, check-in history will show in a list that group by the check-in date. The list will show the brief information, which is the time and location, and they can click on the history. Then a dialog will show the details information of the selected history. At last, the button below are able to access the scanner for check-in purpose. User can simply scan on a provided QR code, and a dialog will show the details information if they had checked in successfully. Next, I will continue on the hotspot fragment. In this fragment, there is a map and search view that user can navigate to the location by entering an address. For example, I can enter an address and submit. Then the map camera will move to the location that I have entered. Also at the bottom right corner, there's a button with location icon. I can click on it to locate back to the current location. Also, there's a button that has notification icon. I can click on it to allow the hotspot alert service. This function will alert user when they approaching a disease zone. As you can see on the map, there are many circles that indicates the location of every cluster. The red circle indicating that the cluster will have more than 30,000 active case, and the yellow will have less than 30,000 active case. Thus, the location marker will move accordingly by receiving the user location every 5 seconds. Now I will show the function by starting a route on the emulator. As you can see, the marker location will move accordingly when the user is moving, and when the user had entered a danger zone, the notification will show to alert the user every 5 seconds. That's all for my demonstration.
Oh, very good, very good. All right, the hotspot, the one implementation, you use Firebase, right?
No, if you mean the cluster information or the
Yeah, cluster information.
yeah, the cluster information is actually retrieved from a mock API. We are using the body to retrieve the data from the mock API.
Oh, okay. So you basically simulate that cluster info on
Yes,
the.
yes, correct.
So this project, do you have other than mock API, what do you use to implement the backend?
Yeah, only the cluster information just now you mentioned is based on the mock API. Other than that, the statistical information is based on the real third party API that I have found on the web on Google. And other than that, all other information related to the user account are based on our server. We are using the MySQL database.
Oh, you do a
Yeah.
server side.
Yeah, we have a
PHP,
server. We have a
PHP,
Java server.
Java, or Java with MySQL.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I think I have no question on that now. So you put a lot of effort to do that, right? For front end and back end.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. All right. So maybe for your server side also you submit together lah.
Yes, 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 I will do so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
also will provide you with the setup
Okay,
tutorial.
can. All right, thank you. Okay,
Okay,
the
thank
next
you, sir.
group,
Thank you, sir.
next group would be Yumi, Wan Ningqi and Yu Yongxing, Yumi. Okay.
Here is our application. I will show the register page, login page, home page, and the news page. Here we can choose create an account or login. We create an account. Enter the name, email, and password. Then click sign up. You can see register successfully. Next, enter name, password. Okay, login successfully. Homepage mainly has the three parts: health awareness, Q&A about COVID-19, and health risk assessment question and answer form. Click on the learn more. You can see a list which include we should know and do. Next, we return the home page. Click on the button View Now. We can see some more hot questions about COVID-19. Here is some categories. For a health risk assessment question and answer form, click on the button Test Now. Enter the basic information. and choose personal medical history. Submit successfully. Next, we enter a news fragment. This page displays recent news releases. We can click the news interested and enter a detail page. Here we can see the author and the date of publication. Next, let my partner to continue the other pages.
Then I will continue Nietzsche's part to introduce something about the statistic page, scan page, and the profile page. For the statistic page, in this page, we have all the current global COVID-19 data. This page contains total test cases, recovered cases, critical, active, today cases, and today death cases. And for the scan page, user can use this page to scan the QR code and check into some location. If the user click check in, the app will jump to the camera and scan the QR code and get the information of the QR code. And after scanning the history of location, name, and data, and the data will show as below. And for the profile page, user can see their adventure and input some information in the profile page, and user can change some setting in this page. And if the user click add, they will jump to the add profile page. And in this page, user can add their name, age, gender, phone, email, and location. And if they change their phone and click save change, the new information will be saved. And if they exist the page, and in this profile page, user also can log out the system if they want to log out. And click logout will jump to the login page. The user can enter the account again or enter another account. That's all of our UI and the functionality of our application. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. So your backend implementation is using Room database or what? Actually, your backend.
For the for store the login and register data, we use SQLite database, and for the history list, we use Mock API to locate store.
Right. What is the features that you didn't manage to finish in this project? Do you have any feature that you cannot finish, or you didn't implement it according to what you planned?
For the add user, for the add profile, we not finish yet. We will finish it in the future.
Okay. So the add profile, you actually add the data into Firebase, right?
No SQLite database.
SQLite. Oh, sorry, SQLite.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't use room, right? You use SQLite, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. I think that's all. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wan Ruonan, Ling Hao Yun, and Wan Ruonan, are you here in the class? Wan Ruonan, we check. Wan Ruonan not here today. Ling Hao Yun also not in the class. Right, Ling Hao Yun, Wan Ruonan, not. Are you here? Supposedly, I have 2 more slots for Ruonan and also Hao Yun. Ling Hao Yun. Okay, if you are not here, then I think that's the end of our presentation today. Right, thank you very much for everyone who have presented. Right, I'm quite satisfied with your presentation because I think you have done quite well, and also the preparation is also well for the presentation. And most of you use video, and then some of you try to use live presentation. So that concludes the end of this semester. All right, I'll do the grading and marking, and after that, you go for your final exam. So this subject doesn't have final exam. So this is our last class, and thank you very much for submission of the final report and also the final version of your app. You can clean it up, the project. Once I think most of your project are fine, you can submit as it is for the code. So you do the final report, and the deadline, the due date for final report, I can give you up to next Wednesday, the last next Wednesday, which is 13th of July. You just draw it down, 13th of July. Just as long as you can submit by 13th of July. Right, next Wednesday. But if you can finish earlier, you better do it earlier. Just submit to Moodle. Those of you who haven't submitted your assignment 3, which is the project that you have presented just now, please do so to Moodle. I'm collecting it from Moodle, what you have done for the code. And also, if your file is too large, you submit to a OneDrive and then you submit the link, right? So those with videos also, you can submit the link of your video where you can upload to OneDrive, right? I may need to watch again to recall what I have you have presented just now. Okay, thank you very much. Any question for the subject and also for the presentation just now? Do you have any more question before we call it a day? Any more question? This is our last live class. If not, then you have to send me message. Sorry, sometimes I miss your Teams message. I don't check it every now and then. So sometimes a bit slow. You can also send me message on WhatsApp or WeChat or maybe on email. You can send me email also. Right. So if you have no question, then thank you very much for today. Right. Thank you very much for this afternoon. And then hopefully I'll see you again. I don't know whether you are going back to